Hey. Captain Chris Johnson here, guys. Sorry about that. I'm on a different time today. Reason being is Redfern and Marty DeGarmo right now at 11 o'clock are starting in one of the Bangladesh webinars Q&A. That link's in the back office. So I told Red I would fill his spot. Marty is going to come on in his normal time, and Red will be doing a live at 1 o'clock EST or EDT, whatever the heck it is. But it's my time, 1 o'clock. Red will be on. They're doing a Q&A right now. That link's in the back office. I want to pass on some sad news. I need some prayers. If you guys see my post last night about Colin O'Brien, he had another heart attack, and his daughter, Mark Gannon and Yvonne Mackett had called me and left me messages about him, and I want to put out an update. This is from his daughter. Unfortunately, he had another heart attack, and a brain stem broke. Doctors do not expect a recovery from him. Thank you for your kind thoughts and well wishes. And that's from his daughter, Samantha. So, guys, put him in your prayers. Put his family in your prayers. Colin was in this from the beginning, and he had a stroke before, which it didn't allow him to speak. His slurring and whatever, and he didn't do appearances for talking. I had texted him for the last couple of years what a great guy he was. Mark Gannon had left me a beautiful message about what a great guy he is, and just say some prayers for his family. I never like to hear this news, but it's part of life, and I want to reach out to the condolences to the O'Brien family for their father. Okay, guys, you know what? Today is March 31st, and I'm not getting a lot of questions, which is good. And you heard what Ash said a week or so ago, a couple weeks ago, about what's going to happen. Don't be surprised. What did he say? Let's talk about that real quick. What did he say? He said that by the end of March, you're going to see your old Connect in the back office. He did say that, right? Well, that's all he's really got to do, because he didn't say nothing. He said stuff about April. So don't be surprised. He left Marty a message last night when Marty was chatting with him, and something about tell the founders we are way ahead of schedule. Everything that was planned is happening and has happened. So that's news enough for me. But again, I'm not worried about it. I know exactly. Listen, I gave up chasing things many, many years ago. The one thing I did love about Onpassive, I didn't have to chase it. Onpassive was chasing me. It just finally caught up to me a couple years ago, I'm glad that Onpassive was chasing people. I stopped chasing people many years ago. Why? Because it was always a letdown. When I did catch up to something or catch something, it was just a letdown. Onpassive has never let me down. It's only gotten better and better for me. All right, that's my opinion. I think that a lot of people looked at it the wrong way. They thought, oh, this is going to go, we're going to be rich day one, where that is not the case. And I think Ash has always been really clear about that. But if you understood how many hours that these guys have been working the last few months, I should say, around the clock to make sure things are happening right and get it done, maybe you'd be a lot more excited. I'm excited because I know exactly what's coming. Without even knowing, I know exactly what's coming. And people just right now, I think most people know as founders, they're all calmed down. They're doing this. It's coming. It's going to happen. And it's going to be pretty amazing, I think. When you think about all the products, I think most of us have been waiting for O Academy. I think that it's been one of the favorites, I believe. But when he threw out the first three products with O-Mail, O-Trim, O-Net, pretty cool stuff, guys. Three pretty big products there that are really, I think, multi-trillion-dollar businesses in itself. Now, Ash told us a bunch of things, and I'm going to say right now that he's hit it on the head every time. Now, maybe he didn't hit it on your head because you didn't understand what he was saying, but be ready. I'm here to tell you, be ready and be strong. Get buckled up. Let me rewind the saying. Correction to the corruption. Absolutely, Kusho. Well, a lot of people, we don't talk about that too much. And we should always talk about it. I love the saying solution to the pollution, Rob says. Just fixing everything that's been broken in the system. The unfair ways that allowed a few individuals to get stinking rich and left the other people dragging in the mud. Oh, we got their money. You guys remember those, right? All you MLMers out there, we got your money. All you people that did MLMs, which I still say, what did I call it? Most loss of money of money. All right. There's no monthly charge. You paid $97. And when it does happen, it all comes out of your profits, nothing out of your pocket. I mean, there's all kind of great things about this company. The biggest one is that hope, that faith that all of you had that stuck with us. Listen, sticking with something that you know is good isn't a bad thing. It's just about being patient and wait for it to happen. And when it does happen, you're going to be pretty amazed. Even listen, I told you I'm overexcited. So I'm trying to keep my mind busy on other things like working on my house constantly. And it keeps me focused. And then I kind of like you hear ding, ding, ding. That's people either asking me questions or telling me how excited they are. See, I don't want people telling me negative things. I want people to say, hey, Chris, I can't wait for this to go because there's so many things I want to do. I got my kids, college is coming up, and I'm going to tell you that college is not cheap. My car is breaking down, Chris. I need to get it fixed. I need the extra funds. Chris, I got leaks in my roof, and I'm so excited. Listen, they were telling me things that were going wrong in their life, and they were excited about it because they knew that Onpassive was coming to help fix the leaks in their roof, to help fix the broken car, to help pay for the kids for college. But listen, paying just for kids for college is worth everything to me. But how about the most important thing? If I could tell you the story about since I got the diabetes here, and I know a lot of you had, Gianna, thank you very much for the super sticker. The things that I found out the other day that I said, man, I'm paying everything out of pocket for my diabetes. And I've never had to do that. And I finally called up and they had given me a new card for my insurance. The lady says, you have the greatest insurance in the world. And I realized I've been paying out of this pocket because they switched companies since I retired. Wasn't paying attention. And then I called Marty DeGarmo up. I thought about it. I said, man, you know what? I'm fortunate enough to have where I had the funds to get this medicine, but I'm thinking about all the people that can't afford it, that maybe get diabetes or get sick and they just can't afford the medications. Medications are not cheap, as most of you know, and it's pretty sad. Something that can help a lot of people, but I'm going to say this too, that there's a lot of natural things out there that if you study enough online, you'll find out you don't really need a lot of these medications. Now, I just want to let you know that I am blessed from what I had in my life. The things that I hated doing actually paid off for me as far as insurance and good pay, but nothing compared to Onpassive. And am I comparing it? You damn right I'm comparing 32 years of waiting to retire. And I think that Onpassive will probably retire most people in the next couple of years after we get our links. My opinion only. Don't get crazy. But isn't that something to look forward to? Just let's say you got 20 years to go before you actually retire. What if Onpassive shaved off 10 of those years? What if Onpassive shaved off 5 of those years? Wouldn't that be worth it? Now, I think if you know me, how I think, and you all know what this is going to happen, it's going to be a lot quicker than that. That's my opinion. Most of you, I think that way. But can you imagine shaving years off your retirement from the job that you probably don't even like? I think that's pretty amazing. Ask yourself, how many companies have you guys, I got to try this. You know why you kept trying this? Because you hated what you did for a living. There's nothing wrong, like I said, with trying. I think a lot of people, when the online market came into play, oh my God, we can make money. Let's do it. A lot of people didn't know what they were doing. They listened to some guru guy who was going to make millions of dollars because people were giving him millions of dollars. And what did he do? A year later, after sucking everyone's cash out, he went bye-bye. All right, this is nothing like that. That's what I love about Onpassive. You paid once, and we're waiting. Big deal. Waiting is going to give you a lot of things coming your way. A lot of things. Think about it. Your waiting is going to pay off. I was talking to Red and Marty this morning, and a lot of the negative people out there that aren't in passive that want to rip on Red or Marty, and I said, well, it's because you guys have been in this a lot longer than I have. I don't get picked on too much, but I said to this, look at all the free advertisement you're getting. How stupid. Let's say one site has got maybe 10,000 followers and maybe 200 or 300 people listen to them when they talk. All right, that's 200 or 300 people that are going to be in the general public for Onpassive. I guarantee you that. Because eventually, those people that listen to people that were saying bad things about different places are going to say, my God, were you guys wrong? I could have gotten this a long time ago. So when you see those YouTubers that are doing negative things about Onpassive, let them go. Who cares? They're free advertising. I've seen them. I wrote a couple of them. I said, man, these are my friends. These are my family. Can you stop saying things? Because most of the stuff you say isn't true. But they don't care. They don't care. Let them. Let them. It's free advertising for you. All those people that they've been talking to about for months or years about Onpassive is this or that. Redemption is coming, folks. Redemption is here. When they see what we really have, what are they? The biggest, this is funny, the biggest one that I heard all the time from some of these negative channels, and I used to monitor them because I want to know what they were saying. They don't have no products. They don't have no products. Well, listen, I've always known we've had products. Were they out showing them? No, because that wasn't the time. All right, redemption is coming. Oh, when they see Connect, which I think is going to be bing, bang, boom, what are they going to say next? Wow. Wow. They're going to say they actually did it. I have no doubt because you doubted it. I didn't let you trick me to thinking that it wasn't going to happen. Now, that's just Connect, guys. Mail, Trim, Net, all of the O's. All the products you've seen in the back office. Okay? All are going to come to fruition right after another, right after another. It's going to start with Connect. It's going to go to Tracker, and then and it's going to be nonstop. All right? You probably call me and say, Chris, oh my God, we got another one. Absolutely, we got another one. Redemption is coming. You don't have to say, I told you so, even though it probably is going to feel kind of nice to some people. But don't worry about it. Let that guy take care of that up there. Let God take care of if you're stressed out a little bit. Say, God, just take this off my plate for a while. I know what's coming. I know the good that's going to come out of it. Look at me all wrinkled up. See, I don't even care what I look like. All I care is that you hear what I'm saying about Onpassive. That's all that matters to me. Beat up eyes, overweight. I'm still sexy. See that? When I say that, that's called confidence. I've always been kind of confident throughout my life, but Onpassive has built my confidence up so much. It's unbelievable. I'm probably the ugliest guy in the world, but man, I think I'm just sexy. Why? Because I belong to Onpassive. I think everyone that's a founder in Onpassive is sexy and beautiful. Why? Because they see the real big picture. And it creates a glow in them that, like when a woman that's pregnant, carrying a child, and they got that glow to them, that's the glow of Onpassive. All right? We know what's coming. We're excited about it. So our skin radiates. All right? Even when we look like this poor guy, you're all just beautiful people for what you're doing. Do you understand that? Do you understand that Onpassive is going to truly change your life? It could change it for the better if you let it. But if you start making all this apples and you go the wrong way, that's your fault. Onpassive is going to give you solutions to all your problems. It's going to give you a new life. It's going to allow you to spend time with your children, your friends, family members. Maybe you have family members that live out of the country or they live out of the state. And maybe you see them once a year. Oh, Christmas is coming. We get to see Uncle Betty and Uncle Ralph. What about saying, let's go visit Betty and Ralph today? Let's just get in the car. How many times you said, honey, let's just get in the car and just drive? How many of you wanted to just get in the car and drive? I would love that. I could do that now. I got a little doggy I'm kind of watching though. But can you imagine just saying, hey, John White, I'm going to be there in about an hour. Throw some clothes in a suitcase. Where are we going? Who cares, John? Me and you are going to go hang out. Doesn't matter where we go. We're going to go to Alaska. What do you mean we're going to go to Alaska? Yeah, then we're going to go to Hawaii because we're going to be cold from Alaska. And then we'll shoot over to South America and check out the Caribbean. And then we're going to go fishing. Hey, and then we're going to go pick up Aaron Frost and Casey Zevenbergen and Roy and Kushi, Prevan, Frank. We're all coming to get you. Where are we going? Does it matter where we're going? We're going to go hang out and have some cold ones. We're going to go hang out and have a cup of coffee. We're going fishing. I'm not going to hear any of those say, well, Chris, I got to work. How many times have you heard that one? Well, Chris, I can't. That was me. That was me for my entire life. Hey, Tim, Rick, Chris, my buddies, my good buddies. I grew up with Dan. I can't go to Chicago this weekend, guys. I got to work. My whole flipping life, that was my answer. I'm done with that, and I want you to be done with it too. All right? I see Dr. Masagi here too. Myra Aquino. I'm going to pick up Dr. Masagi and Myra Aquino. And guess what? We're going dancing. We're going dancing. All right? I'm going to go pick up Casey Zevenbergen, and he's going to give me some voice lessons because he's got that cool voice. Mary Tendy, how you doing? Gemma Remicky. Oh, then I'm going to go hang out with the Twisted Sisters. And I love that. Gemma and Lystra. I will have a party with those two because they're fun, they're loving, and they have the same heart as me, and I'm going to have a lot of fun taking them out to dinner, and we're going to do some dancing also. It's going to be a lot of fun. Guys, we're going to make let's see, what do you like to do? I used to have, where I lived, a horse racing. I used to love watching the horses run. That's gone now. Let's go to Kentucky. Hey, let's go to the Kentucky Derby, guys. What time? I'm coming to get you right now. Throw something in the suit. Don't even worry about your suitcase. We'll worry about clothes when we get there. We're going to buy a Derby hat, some nice looking suits. Can you imagine that life? Think about it. For 5 seconds. I'm Kelly. I'm coming to get you. I'm Kelly. Chris, what are we going to do? Whatever you want to do. We're going to do it together. You right? Think about that. Can you imagine? Here's a choice that I'm betting most of you have never had your whole life. Just to wake up one morning, and stretch. Oh, looks sunny out there. Let's see. Who do I want to see today? Who am I looking for today? Vattel Smart. Vattel Smart, I'm coming for you. What are we going to do today, Vattel? If I know Vattel, he's going to say, let's go have a cup of coffee. Let's talk about some business. Let's talk about my life. And then we're going fishing. But I'm going to teach Vattel about metal detecting. David Switzer, I'm coming for you next. What are we going to do? David, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to pick you and your lovely wife up. We're going to go visit your grandchild. I want to see that little cutie. And then I'm taking you out to dinner. All right. And then I'm going to take, because David Switzer, I know, loves to laugh. I'm going to take you and your wife to a comedy club. And we're going to do some laughing and have some fun together. Little stuff like that. Why? Because I can. Because you can. This is where Onpassive's taken us. It's called freedom. It's called freedom. How are you and that tooth? My tooth's great. I got to get a root canal sooner or later, but Vattel. Casey Zevenbergen, what are we going to do? I want you guys to say what you're going to do. Let's say a year. Let's just put 1 year. In 1 year, because of Onpassive, what are some of the things that you want to do? Me, honestly, I just want to jump in my truck or my car and go and not worry about it. When I get tired, kind of like Forrest Gump. You remember? He just was running. That was freedom there, man. He decided he was going to run. Now it's hypothetical, but he ran from sea to sea. Every part of the world he was running into. And what did he say? When I got tired, I slept. When I had to go to the bathroom, I went to the bathroom. That's freedom, guys. No one's saying, hey, you got to go to work, man. You got to pay your bills. Onpassive's going to do that for you. Traveling, excitement, family, love. It's going to give it all to you. Make it count. Make it count. Make it count. That's what I'm saying. Aren't you ready for that lifestyle? Aren't you ready to make some new memories? I was looking through old pictures of my entire life and family, and I have thousands of them, thousands. And I'm like, wow. And looking at these pictures made my heart, oh my God, remember that? That was so much fun. It's time for you all to, let's say, make some new memories, take some new pictures. Maybe you haven't had the opportunity to take your kids to Walt Disney World. I can't wait to see you take your grandkids or your kids. I don't care if your kids are my age. If they've never been to Walt Disney World, you got to get there. You got to get there and experience it. You're going to have a blast. Yeah. Matter of fact, I would love to do that. I would love to get as many parents with young kids and grandkids, and we're all going to Disney World. We're going to rent the whole park out and just have fun. Think about it. These are things that we're going to be able to do a few years from now. Once this gets going, how fun will that be? Am I getting you a little excited, guys? I hope I am. Start thinking about things that you've been waiting to do your whole life. And don't stop thinking about it. That's the things that keep your mind going and keep you on the positive. Don't say, I can't do it. I did it for years. There's no way I can do this. It's impossible. There's nothing impossible. With Onpassive, I believe everything's possible, especially your dreams. John White knows what I'm talking about. I know he knows what I'm talking about. He's 70-some years old. He's still working. He wants to get out of that working business and go enjoy his life. Guarantee it. Casey Zevenbergen, same thing. Pratesh, same thing. Sina, Kushal, how you doing? Same thing. Uzel. Gemma just went on a beautiful holiday. She went to India, and she was there a long time. And I told you, what's my rule? A real vacation is going somewhere so long that you get sick of it. And then when you went to Hawaii for 6 months, all right, I'm sick of it. Let's go somewhere else. That's a vacation, folks. That's a vacation. And you're going to find later in life that some of those places you're going to end up living the rest of your life because you loved it so much. That's the choices that we're all going to have, okay? And it does start with one person, and it's continued on to over 1 million people, and it's going to keep growing to billions of people, all right? When we're at the multi-billion, trillion-dollar status, where do you think you're going to be? When all those people got to go through us. Now you understand when Ash says, you got to dream bigger. Come on. You got to dream bigger. All right. Let me say happy birthday to some people. There's a lot today, actually. Farah Islam, Oprah, happy birthday. Oh my gosh, some of these names are tough today. A lot of Indian and Bengal there. Kirill Bashar Khan, happy birthday. Celeste Basalo, happy birthday. Mark Booth, happy birthday. Tim Siebert, happy birthday. Gabe Bernard, happy birthday. Chris Lorman, a guy I played football who was also a founder. Happy birthday to you, Chris. He was a good story about him. I'll tell you later. Tashana Baldwin, happy birthday. Dale Saunders, one of my work buddies, 2 of my work buddies, and Craig Sharp, happy birthday, guys. Have a great birthday. Great birthday. So you guys understand where I went with all this. You have a lot to be excited about. You have so much to be excited about. It's not even funny. And that's the truth. Maybe there's so many situations I could talk about. There's what I've dealt with in the last 3 years where people, because of Bless, I heard some of the worst stories in the world, and I don't ever want to hear those stories again. My goal was, oh my God, we got to get this going. These people need help. All right. Imagine enjoying your life completely, 100% completely, and you're still helping people out. That's where I think real life comes in. Everywhere you go, I've told you, there's going to be someone that needs help. Let's plant a seed everywhere we go. We got over 1 million people going to different places in another year. Literally, let's plant those seeds. Red Marty's texting me. Let's plant seeds and show people what life's all about. Let's rewrite history. Let's make new memories. Let's get rid of the old ones. I know, there's a lot of bad things in history. A lot of bad things. And I think what Onpassive is really going to truly change is hearts and hate. People that have hated each other for years and they don't even know why. I believe Onpassive is going to change all that. All right. Why? Because we're everywhere. We're everywhere. And I think that'll change. We went from a private school to a public school. And I always say a lot of my friends went to private schools and I went to a public school. Why? I believe that nothing wrong with the private school, but I believe public schools are real life. Public schools has a mix of everybody. And if you're brought up like I was at a young age and you had mixed races of everything in school, you learn a lot about them. There's no hate there. Everyone loves each other. You go to private school, it's like certain people here, certain people there, and I'm not knocking them, but it's not real life. Real life is public schools. It's a mixed batch of everyone because that's what the world is. It isn't just this person or this person. We're all together. Onpassive, talk about a melting pot. They don't have a big enough pot to melt us all in, but we know together we don't need that melting pot. We're holding hands. We can literally hold hands all the way around the world right now. That's how strong Onpassive is going to be. But 2 years from today, what do you think is going to be happening in your life? Write down today. Okay, here's a good one I want you to put in your social media if you want, or your own app. 2 years from today, I'm forgetting about all my troubles. 2 years from today, my life has been reborn. 2 years from today, I've helped people. I've helped my family. All because of one company called Onpassive. And residual income. Residual income, some people that tried for 20 years, they never got it. Finally, some guy got it right. Ash Mufareh, changing lives. Ash Mufareh put money in my bank. Onpassive put money in my bank. How much? You'll find out soon. Ash Mufareh allowed me to take care of my children that were sick. I have a girl that I know I went to work with. She had a severely paralyzed daughter, very, very rare sickness. And she needed a special wheelchair, and that wheelchair was like $250,000. Couldn't even afford to get it. No one can. Man, especially for those kids. I can't wait to help out with that. All right, I'm rambling on way too much. I'm sorry I'm rambling on. I just want you to stay excited. 2 years from now, 2 years from this day, March 31st, 2023, how do you see your life? Question of the day. Okay? Real simple. All right, now I'm going to get going. They started at 11 o'clock Q&A for Marty and Red. That link's in the back office, one of the Bangladesh webinars. Go check it out. Marty is coming on in a half hour at his normal time. Red will be following at 1 o'clock. Okay? Don't miss it. I don't have to rush today. So who's this? Onpassive? Onpassive gives the world amazingly perfect solutions. AI solution. Trouble creators will pay enough for their stupidity. Yeah. There's going to be a lot. Listen, there's a lot of people that are angry now because they don't believe in Onpassive. Imagine how much more angry they're going to be when they find out that they've been preaching the wrong stuff and Onpassive is 100% true. You don't have to say, matter of fact, don't tell anyone I told you so. Guess what? Sign them up as a reseller. That shows how grown up you are and how much bigger you are. Even though I told you so is always fun to say, don't say it to them. Just sign them up. Gift it to them. This is how much I believe in you, even though you didn't believe in me. Here you go. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy 4th of July. Happy freaking birthday. All right. I'll see you in 2 weeks. Let's go on a cruise. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. I love every one of you. Thank you for listening to me ramble today. I just want you to stay excited. Big things are coming. If you think you're excited just about OConnect, you guys haven't really seen nothing or understand about it yet because there's so much more that's coming your way. OConnect alone, I believe, will put you on those nice places or at those nice places. And imagine there's 49, 50, 100, 200 more coming right after that. Stay tuned in. I love every one of you. God bless. And please, again, say some prayers for Colin O'Brien and his family. That's a tough one. I love every one of you. God bless. I'll see you later. Keep checking your back office, guys. Check your OES. You never know what's going to happen today. God bless you. Ash Mufareh, Muhammad, and the tech team and O-Media. Thank you for working all the hours you did and are still doing. I appreciate you for that. So does a lot of other people. We don't always have the opportunity to tell you that, but Hyderabad office, keep doing what you're doing. We love you. And don't stop what you're doing. We appreciate everything you do. God bless you guys. See y'all later. Bye.